Guys, I'm obsessed with pantyhose. There is absolutely no way around that fact. I wake up in the morning and the first thought that crosses my mind is, pantyhose. And, I keep dreaming about it all day long. I ponder different styles, designs, how they feel, how they would look. And I anticipate the feeling of putting on or slipping into a brand new pair. I even love the smell of freshly opened brand new pantyhose. It's a little bit of a plasticky sort of thing. If you have ever unboxed or gotten a pair of pantyhose out of a package, you know what I'm talking about. And obviously, if you've been a follower of my channel for however long, it doesn't matter. Even if you just take a look at me right now, you probably already know about this. So yeah, I've been obsessed with pantyhose pretty much all my life. Like this whole thing started. Pantyhose were my very first cross-dressing triggers. And I started cross-dressing in kindergarten, so that tells you quite a bit about the length of my pantyhose obsession. So in the beginning, they used to be really special for me, but over time, they just kind of devolved into just another element of my cross-dressing wardrobe. Because in the beginning, all I did was wear pantyhose, but and only pantyhose. Wasn't interested in any other forms of feminine clothing. But over time, leotards came along, and then dresses, and then makeup, and then wigs, and sort of the focus has shifted a little bit from pantyhose, but they are still an integral part of my cross-dressing experience and journey, and one part that I absolutely appreciate. So how do you know that you're obsessed with a person, a thing, or whatever it may be? And just as a side note, be aware of the fact that we humans can grow addicted and obsessed with just about anything. Items, living things, other people, television shows. I don't have to tell you about different appliances and handheld devices that many people are absolutely obsessed with these days. So yeah. These things, this psychological sort of dependence is very real, and it exists. So how do you know that you're obsessed with something? In my case, with pantyhose. If you're obsessed with something, you get reoccurring thoughts about that certain thing, and these thoughts kind of suppress all your other desires and thoughts, and you kind of supplant everything in your mind, priority-wise. So if you're at this point, your obsession may have grown a little bit dangerous. Now then, where am I on this scale of pantyhose obsession? Yes, I do think about tights all the time. I mean, you do know me, right? and I like to talk about them. I love to experience them. But interestingly, over time, my obsession has become much more controllable due to the fact that I get to wear pantyhose freely whenever I please to. So sometimes I wear pantyhose all day long, and there used to be a couple of times when I wore them during the night when the weather was a little bit colder, but I'm telling you, it's not exactly the best idea. So if you're thinking about doing that, I wouldn't want to go there. Obviously it's not dangerous, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, and if you sleep in your tights, you run the risk of ruining them much easier. So right now, my thoughts about pantyhose aren't as intrusive and as as all-dominating as they used to be. Yes, I kind of managed to get them under control because I just slip into a pair and I just walk around my house all day long in it, so I don't actually have to fantasize about it. I get to experience it firsthand. So there is that. Another sign that you're obsessed with something, like pantyhose, is that you engage with them a lot. Like you think about them, and not just think about them, you collect them, and then you spend a lot of time with your collection, you discuss them, you join online groups and forums that deal with these things. So how far off the scale am I in this respect? Well, I can tell you that I do engage a lot with pantyhose related material, and my cross-dressing obviously involves pantyhose, although it is no longer centered around it, as I have mentioned. So yeah, I would say, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a solid 5 in this regard. Yet another potential sign of your pantyhose obsession is the fact that you make your emotional state and status sort of dependent on it. So if you can engage with your obsession, in my case pantyhose, then you grow irritable, and as soon as you manage to get your hands on a pair and slip them on, you calm down and you feel fulfilled. Now, in my case, I don't really know what to say in this respect, because I get to dress and I get to wear pantyhose as much as I want to, and sometimes it's just, sometimes I just have to be in guy mode. It is what it is. So when I'm like in guy mode, I don't worry much about it, because I know that, I get to wear pantyhose pretty much whenever I please to. And, this sort of freedom is liberating. It kind of defeats the negative aspects of obsession. And that's what that's one of the aspects that I love about cross-dressing. So you embrace yourself, you accept yourself, because there used to be a time when I did not accept myself as a cross-dresser, and during those times my obsessions, my cross-dressing related obsessions used to be much stronger, but that is obviously no longer the case. Yet another sign of unhealthy obsession is that you can't stop a certain activity, the activity that represents the object of your obsession. In my case, wearing pantyhose. Could I stop it? I don't know. I don't actually have to. I don't actually have to stop, so I can get to wear as much as I want, whenever I want to. And again, that is liberating, and sometimes I just don't want to, because it's impractical. Like, say if you have to chop some wood in the backyard, wearing pantyhose would be counterproductive in that respect, so in that case. So yeah, I mean, you just, freedom and acceptance allows you to become more reasonable about this whole thing. And, I mean, if you find yourself unable to stop, and you do want to actually stop the activity, well then that's kind of a problem, and it might require a specialist's help. But again, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop, and if I do stop sometimes, I do it voluntarily, and I absolutely don't get any negative thoughts or feelings about that at all. One surefire sign of an unhealthy obsession is when it interferes with your life and it disrupts it in different ways. So suppose you're so hooked on wearing pantyhose that you do it all day and you forget about your other responsibilities, and you don't, there might be people who depend on you and you let them down because of it. So in that case, that is obviously something that might require the attention of a psychiatrist, and it's something that you might want to pay more attention to and perhaps deal with it as soon as possible and as best as you can. So why am I obsessed with pantyhose? Number one, I absolutely love the way they look, and you guys are probably going to agree with me on that. Look at them. Just look at these babies. Absolutely second to none. There is no other item of clothing that comes anywhere near pantyhose in regards to the way they transform your body. So they are the sheerest clothing ever, and they sort of go against the grain in every possible regard, fashion-wise. Yet they're here, and they are absolutely charming, and they absolutely turn us, cross-dressers as well as women, much more beautiful versions of ourselves. I love the way they feel. So if you slip into a pair of pantyhose that actually fit you, they're barely there, yet they are. So they kind of create this sort of weird kind of friction with your other clothes and your entire environment that is indescribable, and you actually have to experience it to know what I'm talking about. Now, many people describe the feeling of wearing pantyhose as that of a sausage casing, and obviously in negative terms, in negative context. But if that is this feeling, then I just happen to love it. Who knows? Maybe I'm secretly a sausage in a parallel universe. Who knows? Pantyhose are the utmost expressions of femininity for me and for millions of other crossdressers worldwide, which is, I assume, the reason why most wear it. They make us feel feminine and they make us feel good about ourselves, and for many they are still a centerpiece of cross-dressing, and for many they do represent the very reason why they start or keep cross-dressing. Pantyhose are a second skin you get to switch around the way you want to, and sheer pantyhose, that is, turn your legs into an unlimited canvas of creation. Like, there are virtually an unlimited number of designs that you can wear, and hosiery designers come up with absolutely superb patterns. Like, check out this one. This pair is, by the way, a Getta pantyhose. See the beautiful flower pattern running down the side of my leg? Nice. That's a great example of superb pantyhose design. But there are obviously scores more, and there's an Italian hosiery maker that specializes in gorgeous pantyhose designs called Trasparenze. So Trasparenze, they make like an unlimited number of designs that defy the very imagination itself. So yeah, second skin that you can switch around and you know, never get bored of it because of that. Pantyhose require courage to wear. That's another reason why I'm obsessed with them. I do find that people who wear pantyhose are courageous, because wearing these extremely sheer and let's admit sensitive clothes is sort of assuming a vulnerability. And when you're wearing pantyhose, you assume it and you embrace your own vulnerability. You know, you kind of as a trade to properly express your femininity and beauty. So yeah, there is that aspect of wearing pantyhose as well. And every time I see a beautiful woman outdoors, even for women, that sort of, I personally do feel that kind of a significance exists for women as well, not just for cross-dressers. So yeah, if I see a beautiful woman outdoors wearing pantyhose, I'm always like, yeah, she's really courageous to be rocking that thing. And she is embracing her vulnerability and rocking it. So and I find few things more attractive than that. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Let me tell you, if you're obsessed with pantyhose or any other item of feminine clothing, and obviously this is a cross-dressing channel. That's the reason why I'm asking questions like these. So do let me know if you're obsessed with pantyhose, or what you think about this, what your thoughts are about this whole thing, and just, you know, leave a comment down below, and ring that bell button and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, follow me on other forms of social media. Check out my Instagram and TikTok. I have a tiny little channel going there as well. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll stick around for my next one. See you around.